compare and contrast MercadoLibre with C Limited. I don't know if either of you own C Limited. I actually recently added it to my portfolio.
Yeah,
This was, I always talk about, my pandemic buys from 2020. I consider this my 2022 drop buy. I think they're different businesses. I mean, C Limited has the gaming platform, which is kind of its core business. I think it has a lot of e-commerce potential. I don't think it's going to dominate the Latin American market, which I know it moved into recently, but its market share there is still relatively small. It's a single-digit percentage compared to MercadoLibre, which is literally like the Amazon of Latin America in terms of market share. I love the potential in Southeast Asia. I really don't care what they do in Latin America, to be honest with you. I'm buying it for the potential in Asia. I like the C Money platform. I think they have a lot of e-commerce and fintech potential, and I love that they have the core gaming business to really generate some revenue in the meantime while they're growing those. But guys,
I think it's important to remember too, in these cases, you think about C Limited, right? And it gets brought in here because of, oh goodness, what are they? What is the name of their payment platform?
C Money.
That sometimes, and a lot of our best investments and favorite investments, kind of, they operate in areas where, like, we see one huge winner, right? So Netflix is a good example, right? It's been a massive, massive winner. It's been the winner in terms of like an investment in e-com or in streaming, right? And I mean, there's other companies that have had some play in it, but they haven't been the winner because of streaming, right? So we see a lot of that. I think in something like payments, though, because it's so, I mean, we're talking about trillions of dollars being moved around, even in Latin America, right? And that number is going to continue to grow. I think sometimes we look for the one horse, right, to ride. And I don't think when we're talking about something like payments, that's going to be the case. I think there's going to be a lot of winners. And I want to make sure to say that, because I think MercadoLibre is going to be a huge winner because of payments and e-commerce, right? And C Limited payments is going to be one of the reasons it's a winner, but I don't think that's going to necessarily keep MercadoLibre from also continuing to grow very, very fast in Latin America because of that.
Yeah, I mean, there are some obvious similarities, and I think that's kind of the ecosystem idea, where Mercado Libre began as an e-commerce platform and then added payments and has gradually over time expanded into other areas. So I think that's something that C Limited has done that mirrors what Mercado Libre did, but they started, as Matt pointed out, with their gaming, and they have one hit game, Free Fire, and what they have done then is they added this payments capability for their users, and then expanded into e-commerce. One of the things I wanted to point out is, and this was something that Federico Sandler, the head of Mercado Libre's investor relations at the time, pointed out to us. And that was the fact that C Limited's e-commerce platform actually sells far fewer items and much lower cost items. And a lot of those had to do with things like electronics or phone cases or wires or connectors or things of that nature. So not really the broad offerings that you'd expect on a lot of e-commerce platforms. Obviously, a lot of opportunity to expand beyond that. And I am a C Limited shareholder because I see the same opportunity that you two do. But I don't think right now it has the same potential as Mercado Libre, although I believe it could grow to that potential in the future.